Guys, I want to make this real simple for you. It doesn't matter who you are. Whether you're an athlete, a weekend warrior, or what they call a keyboard cowboy, AG1 is for you. I'm talking over 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. Everything I just named in one scoop, guys. That's it. There's no guesswork. This is clinically studied nutrition that's going to support your immune system, your gut, your brain, and my favorite, your energy. I take this first thing in the morning, and guess what? I don't need to slam 3 coffees and a shot to get moving anymore. I feel energized, and I know I'm filling in the gaps that diet alone simply doesn't cover. AG1, it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's vegan, paleo, keto, and there's less than 1 gram of naturally occurring sugar. Now here's the kicker. It's NSF certified for sport, so it meets the gold standard in independent quality and safety certifications. Friends, I've told you, you can't fake quality. And AG1 only sources the best ingredients possible. You would be hard-pressed to find a more complete supplement anywhere. AG1, 1 scoop once a day. That's how the pros do it. Go to drinkag1.com/Chael Sonnen. You're going to get a free welcome kit when you first subscribe. It includes AG1 travel packs and a free bottle of vitamin D. Thank you, AG1, for sponsoring today's video. All right, guys, let me try to process this. So Khamzat Chimaev has made headlines. He is calling out Alex Pereira. And I'm good with the whole thing, but I want you to hear this in 2 different ways. Okay, first off, this isn't the first time that Khamzat has specifically associated himself with Alex Pereira. Khamzat has not said, I want to be the 205-pound champion. I want champ status. He has specifically gone after Pereira. However, I think that's a coincidence. I don't think he means Pereira, even though he's said that. I think he's talking about champ status. I think if Pereira goes to light heavyweight, Chimaev's idea of being champion at 205 pounds does not go away. But other people, Daniel Cormier included, have told me I'm wrong. They've said no, it's specifically about Pereira. It's a matchup issue. You have this tremendous striker with this tremendous grappler, which is the day-old question all the way back to 1993. And that Chimaev is looking at that specific matchup. Okay. You have my attention now. And it does cause me to have to almost close my eyes and visualize a fight between those two. And one thing that Pereira has not faced is that world-class wrestler. And that story was attempted to be told twice. Both times that Pereira faced Ankalaev. Both times the media and the fans came out and they were shoving this Caucasus region Russian wrestler into your face. And it was Ankalaev himself that said, hey, I don't represent wrestling. I wrestle all the time. I live in it. I'm surrounded by wrestlers. I've done plenty of wrestling, but that's not who I represent. I represent kickboxing. And by the way, if you follow Ankalaev's past, you're not going to see a wrestling singlet. He is a kickboxer who was exposed to really high level and got really good at wrestling, but it's a little bit different, isn't it? It does seem, at least in theory, that if you can close the distance, pressure Pereira, take him down, that you would be able to keep him there. It does seem that way. We've never seen anybody do it. We've seen Pereira stop takedowns. We've even seen Pereira taken down, but he gets right back up. Scrambles back up to his feet, uses that size, uses that length. It's interesting. If you were to put those two in the ring together right now, say, Chael, who do you got? Now, we're not giving them time. We're not letting to where all of a sudden they're both big guys. We understand that Pereira is much bigger than Chimaev. Chimaev walks around. He's going to get in that ring maybe at 203 pounds. Maybe, and that's all he's going to weigh. Whatever he weighs in at is what he's going to weigh on fight day. He's going to be right around that 203, 204. And we understand that Pereira is going to get into the ring over 230. Can you pressure, take down, rinse and repeat somebody like Pereira for 25 minutes? That's a lot to get somebody to accept. That's a very hard thing to get somebody to accept. So I love the idea. I love the idea that those guys want to fight with each other. There does seem to be, and we go in cliques in this industry. If one guy says it, I mean, it's like dominoes, and everybody jumps on board. I had to live through the money fight era. It was like 6 months. Absolutely any fighter you asked, who do you want to face? They would say, I want the money fight. Now, there is no definition to that. Nobody knows what the money fight even means. There is no belt called money fight. There is no specific criterion to be the money fight. Like, absolutely nobody understood this. But it became this thing. And I remember when Robbie Lawler coined the phrase, run it back. She didn't coin the phrase. He took a football term and brought it over to MMA. But I remember the day that Robbie Lawler said, let's run it back. And it was like 2 years when a guy wanted a rematch. All he could say is, let's run it back. I remember when Daniel Cormier, referring specifically to Curtis Blades, said, you will never share the octagon with me. And for a year, we had to hear people say, share the octagon. It's one of these really annoying things. It really is. And when you deal with these champions, when you deal with these greats, someone like Chimaev, he's not only a champion, he spread himself over 2 different weight classes. He's not only a champion that spread himself over 2 different weight classes, he's a world champion. And when you have these athletes that have this level of success, sometimes it's hard for the rest of us to relate. But it is very important for that athlete that he stays hungry, that he has a drive, that he has hope, that there's something that he sees that's difficult and yet to be obtained. If he loses that, you're going to lose him completely. And that's where the very beginning of the end happens. So I like the idea that Chimaev is open. It's just, I don't know who's next for Chimaev right now. They could go to Hernandez. I think Hernandez is going to find himself in there with Strickland, but I don't know this. They could go to Imanov. There's been reports that they already have gone to Imanov. They can wait till this weekend's done. See how RDR performs. You could do all of those things, but my point is, I don't know. I don't really have anything I'm excited about right now. I don't see any fire or any conversations going on. So when you have the top of your division and he's given an opportunity and he talks about a different division in a mythical fight that's not going to take place. By the way, I don't hate on what Chimaev did, right? You have Chimaev called out Pierre. Chimaev has gone after a guy in a different weight class. But Pierre just did the exact same thing last time he had a microphone. He went after Jon Jones. He went after a guy in a different weight class. So much like run it back, much like share the cage, these ideas and themes that come in MMA, it appears that we're living through one right now. Which is fight anybody you can fight other than the guy that you're supposed to fight.